Hello guys, today we're covering, this is not 8, this is 5, 3. I hope I didn't confuse the other day and say 8. This is 5, 3, rate of change or slope, and it's from a graph. So rate of change, to define it, it is a ratio, which means it's a fraction. It's a number over another number that shows how one variable changes with respect to another. Okay, so on a linear graph, so on the actual graph, it is called the slope. When it's a word problem, it's rate of change. So rate of change more when it's an application scenario. When it's a graph, it's called slope of the line. Okay, so now let's talk about, well, what does all that mean? Well, slope is written again, it's as the ratio. Remember, that's a number divided by another number of the vertical change. The vertical change is called the rise because that's going up or down, to the horizontal change, which is the run. So therefore, this is written as rise over run. So if I'm going between 2 points, it's how much I rise over how much I run. And it could also go down, which means this would be a negative rise. This goes to the left, so that means it would be a negative run. It can go in either direction. Okay, so this means constant for any 2 points on the same line. This remains, not remains. This remains constant. It remains the same no matter which 2 points on the same line. So it doesn't matter which 2 points you use, you will end up with the same slope. Slope is written as a fraction, like I've been stating. In simplest, always simplest form. Remember, simplest just means reduced. The variable for slope is m. We talked about that a little bit in the last unit as well. So let's talk about the different types of slope. Okay, we have, whereas you read from left to right, it goes up. So this is a positive slope and you are going uphill. So this we say is positive. As for the next one, we're reading from left to right and we're going downhill. So this is a negative slope. Now we have two others because a line can look, oops, that's not very straight. I don't know if that's much better because it can go straight across, okay? Which means this is a zero slope because there is the rise. There's no up or down, so that's 0 over, because it's, remember, it's rise over run, and then it's going to be running something, so it's 0 over some number. And then the last one is straight up and down, okay? Which this one is, we call undefined. And the reason for that is because the rise, it can have any rise all day long. but there is nothing going across. There is 0 run. So therefore there's a 0 in the denominator. So it is called undefined. All right, now let's work a couple of examples. Let's write a couple of notes real quick first, and then we'll go into that, okay? So remember that the slope is the rise, which is the up or down, over the run, which is the left to right. Remember to always, so read graph from left to right. So you want to read the graph from left to right. And leave as improper reduced fraction. So it's got to be improper and reduced fraction. And it's from left to right. All right, let's work the problem. So it's giving us the 2 points right now. So I'm going to do from left to right. Since rise is on top, I'm going to do the rise first. So how much do I go? 1, 2, 3, 4 to get level. So therefore, since I went up, this is a +4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right. Since I'm going to the right, this is a +5. So therefore, my slope is 4/5. One more. Now here, again, from left to right, I'm going down 2. So that means that's a -2. I'm going to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a +6. So I have -2 over a +6. That simplifies to a -1/3. There's my final answer. Okay, next example. Excuse me. Looking at number 5. So with this one, again, remember it's rise over run. Well, it doesn't give me 2 points on here. I can find whichever ones. Remember, we want them on the grid. So I don't want one that's in the middle between here. I want one here, and I'm going to pick one here. Okay, so my rise for this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over, there's no run. So that means it's 0. Anytime that it's a 0 in the denominator, it is undefined. It is undefined. Okay, number 10. Again, remember it's rise over run. Oh, there's no up or down. That's 0. I find my own point. So let's go from here to here. So I'm going 1, 2. So that's a +2. So I have 0 divided by 2, which is 0. Okay, finish the notes, and then you are doing the odds for homework. Have a great day.